Hello, I hope you're well. Welcome or welcome back to my channel, and welcome to today's video, which is where I'm announcing the next 3 books in the Found in Translation book club. If you don't know what the Found in Translation book club is, it is a book club that I co-host with Annie and Noelle. If you're not already subscribed to their channels, definitely go ahead and do that. But each month we pick a different work in translation and we read that and discuss it in a live show. And we already announced the first 3 books of the year, January through March, but here I am to talk about the books for April through June. It kind of blows my mind that we are already talking about books for June. Like, where has 2022 gone already? Like, mind completely blown. But let's talk books, shall we? The first book, the book that we're reading for April, is actually chosen in honor of National Poetry Month in April. And the book is The Iraqi Nights by Donya Mikhail, and it is translated from Arabic. It is a collection of poems, which is not something I normally gravitate towards. I think my taste in poetry tends to dip somewhere around 1900 with some exceptions, but this actually sounds really interesting to me. It seems like the conceit is taking 1001 Nights as a central theme, and the author, Donya Mikhail, is transfigured as Scheherazade, the storyteller, who is saving her life through the act of storytelling. And I think it's really going to be a lot about war, in particular in Iraq. So it seems like it's going to be something that is deep, basically, and I'm really interested in it. I also feel that poetry is something that everyone has different interpretations, different reactions to, so everyone can read the same poem and take something completely different from it, which will make this live show really fascinating in my mind. And this live show will be on Noelle's channel. It'll be the first Tuesday in May at 8:30 Eastern, and I'll put all of the information about the live shows and that stuff in the description box for you. But just so you know, our live shows almost always will be on the first Tuesday of the month. Next, for May, is a book that I am super excited about because it's basically been on my physical TBR for the last year, and it is a book that I just want to read, and because there's so many books in the world, I just haven't gotten around to it. This is The Bonfire by Gregory Dragomán, and it is translated from Hungarian. I have a soft spot for Hungarian translations after reading really more devouring Magda Szabó's books, but this feels like it's going to be a totally different kettle of fish. This is a book that is described as political gothic. I love anything that is gothic, basically, and it's also a coming-of-age story, which is another buzzword that I really enjoy and gravitate towards. But it's set in Eastern Europe, I think during a dictatorship, so the political climate is very tenuous, and the main character is a 13-year-old girl who is orphaned and taken in by her grandmother. I think there's going to be some sort of witchy or woo-woo things going on as well, but it just sounds like there's so much there to sink your teeth into, and the cover is obviously gorgeous. If you can see it on the screen right now, that was one of the things that drew me to this book originally, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, I'm just crossing my fingers and toes that it is as good as the back of the book makes it sound. But this one will be discussed on my channel right here the first Tuesday in June. And again, all that information will be in the description box. And the last book that we're announcing, for now anyway, is our June book. June is obviously Pride Month, so we wanted to pick a book in honor of Pride. And the book we chose is Notes of a Crocodile by Xu Maojin. I believe. I listened to this before I started filming, and that was one of the pronunciations I heard online. I could be very, very wrong. But there is so much about this book that intrigues me. It's described as a postmodern cult classic. It's, again, another coming-of-age story about these queer teenagers in Taipei in the 1980s. And it just sounds like it's gonna be a time. It is translated from Chinese, and yeah, this is a book that I love a good modern classic, and I feel like this is what this one is going to be. I also really trust the publisher of this particular book because basically anything I've read from them at this point has been a gem. So there is that as well. But we will do the live show for this book on Annie's channel, and that will be the first Tuesday in July. So yes, these books all sound really amazing. I love that 2 of them are coming of age stories. That is definitely my cup of tea. And I'm just happy that this Found in Translation book club is already widening my horizons based on the books that we've read thus far, the books that we have in the pipeline. It's just going to be a great time, so I do hope that you join us. I'd also encourage you to join our Discord channel because the discussions there, people's sort of live reactions to what they've most recently read is really interesting, and it's been really helpful during my own reading, and also to follow us on Instagram if you aren't already. But that's it for now. Those are the next 3 books for Found in Translation, and I will give you an update when we have more books to announce. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye!